Hi, guys, and welcome to the first episode of my little in room podcast, which is titled Lights, Camera, Waffle. You can probably tell by the title of this little show what it's going to be about. We've got the lights, we've got the camera. Yeah, we're just going to talk. We're going to talk for a bit. Um, I was thinking of doing this weekly, but I don't know if I could talk about things weekly, like every single week by myself. So this might be like I'm gonna try and do it like maybe once or two. It depends on how often something happens in like pop culture. Because this podcast is just gonna be like talking about things that are going on in the world. It's not gonna be too long. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. So I have my little laptop here with what we're gonna discuss today. But yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but the room is not exactly ready yet. But literally, I was at church yesterday and we're reading Ecclesiastes chapter 11, and there's a verse in there where it talks about like, if you wait for the right time to like sow your seed, you will never sow that seed. And like, that really hit me because I'm like, I'm always waiting for like the perfect time to do something, the perfect time to release a song, the perfect time to drop a video, the perfect time to do this, perfect time to do this. And for this little in-room pod, I was waiting for me to like decorate my walls, put my shelves up, do like God knows how long that would take. Like who knows when I'm actually gonna be able to do that. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead, just gonna do it, see what happens, and yeah, here we are right now in this present moment in time. So I'm very, very happy that I'm starting this today. I'm quite excited, quite excited. Um, but yeah. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Zkiel. I'm an artist. I'm doing social media influencing a while, a little bit of a YouTuber. You know, I'm a jack of all trades. I really am. I'm a jack of all trades. Um, I've been wanting to do a little podcast for a while, and I've meant to do a podcast with my friend Chiante. That is still happening very much. So not even I was meant to, I'm going to, but there's just something to like ease me into it a little bit, and something that you could, something that I can do by myself. So yeah, today, sorry, today we are going to be discussing Fireboy's new album, Adedamola, which dropped. When did it actually drop? Because it dropped not a while back. I won't say a while back. Maybe like maybe last week. Today is Monday, the 9th of September, and it dropped on the 20th of August. The 28th of August. Oh, that's not too far away. Yeah, it's not too far away. Now you see, I'm not too I love Fireboy's music. I listen to all of his albums, every single one. But I just don't stay too up to date with him, which is unfortunate. I should. But yeah, he's an amazing artist. One of the real like solid, like like acts to come out of Africa, especially Nigeria. And so yeah, I mean the album looks like it's doing well. I would say like most of the songs are over 1 million streams at the moment on Spotify. Um, but definitely a lot of them are definitely over like they're definitely over like the 300,000 mark. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to talk about this album. Um, I found this Spotify recommended to me last week, and that's when I realized, I was like, oh, I didn't know that he had dropped a new album. So Spotify recommended the album to me. So I was like, cool, let me go listen to it. I listened to it this morning, and I'll tell you why I waited. I waited from like I think I found out he dropped an album last week, in the middle of last week, so like last week Wednesday. So I'll tell you why exactly I put off the album for a while at the end, and yeah, we're just gonna get straight into the nitty gritty, the gritty nitty. Let's go. So the first track on the album is called Isheolua, which I've made notes here. I said this was a great intro to the album. I really, really did love the song. It kind of gave I'm not like obviously the timing is just a bit wishy washy. Not wishy washy. The timing is just a bit coincidental, because what's it called? Ashake dropped his album, um, Longu Boy. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I am Nigerian, by the way. I try my hardest. Try my hardest. Um, But yeah, he has a song on there called Suru with Stormzy. Do you hear the way I pronounce that? Sorry. Don't come for me, I'm Nigerian. Anyway, yeah, he has a song on there called Suru with Stormzy. And in the song, he's like, Isholuwa Kosenitoye, Isholuwa Kosenitoye. And in Fireboy's song, Isholuwa, he also says the same phrase, but it's not the same, but it's just, a happy coincidence. So I put a great intro to the album, speaks about the experience of grinding as well as the importance of God's hand in the success of his career. And he acknowledges that and he doesn't take that for granted. I said the song was very meaningful and sets the tone for the album. And I said it was a 10 out of 10. Definitely one of the stronger songs on the album. The album, it definitely set the tone for what's to come next. I just listened to the album this morning. Like, as we're sitting here right now, I just listened to the album this morning. So I haven't really got, I can't remember how all the songs go, which is why had to make these notes. I couldn't just speak of it from the top of my mind. But I really, really, really enjoyed the song. I said it was 10 out of 10, a solid start, solid intro to the album. The next song is called Call Me. I put a happy Amapiano influenced beat with the log drum. It speaks of someone being someone's ride or die. And then I also put I feel like there's a little bit of inspiration from Ashake from the timestamp 1 minute and 31 seconds to 1 minute and 43 seconds. I'm going to try and play a tiny bit of it just so I can kind of say, just so I can be a bit more specific. So my criticisms can be on point. 131. Okay, cool. I'm going to lower it because I don't want to got copyright. Yeah, that was very, very Ashake-esque. But yeah, it's very happy and joyful, song. And the entire album is just very consistent with this happy, upbeat, kind of also in my feels energy. It showed great maturity as well. All of Fireboy's albums are just very strong, solid albums, and I'm sitting here waiting for a bad album. Not that I'm waiting for it, but come on, can't we give us something to be okay, maybe he's not no, he's just consistent banger after banger. Yeah, he really, really ate with this album. Yeah, so the next one is called Ecstasy with Sean Kuti. I don't know if you pronounce it as Sean or Sean. I'll say Sean Kuti. It's a lo-fi R&B Afrobeat type of vibe. Also with the log drums. I really do like log drums in songs. Even I don't want people to especially because Amapiano is very much South African. So I want us to take influence from that but not copy it because it's trending. I feel like a lot of people try and do that and I just don't like that. So yeah, I said that it was a very upbeat, joyful. It's it's about being around someone, and when you're around them, it just gives you that high. You just love being around them. And I said that the song with Sean, if you don't know who Sean Kuti is, he's the son of Fela Kuti. If you don't know who Fela Kuti is literally one of the biggest legends. I don't you can't even categorize him in Afrobeat. Fela Kuti is his own genre. He is his own genre. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, with the saxophone around the saxophone in the song, I said it was definitely inspired by his father for sure. I said the song was a 10, was an 8 out of 10. I really enjoy the song. It's not as high on the, well, it's 8 out of 10. It's not that bad. But yeah, anyway, I say it was a good song. It was very smooth. Let's listen to a tiny bit of it just so I can remind my brain. Because once again, I listened to the song this morning. So yeah, cut me some slack here. Yeah. So it's very it's very much Fireboy. Fireboy's music he's very consistent with his sound. You know how Ashake has his own sound, Mr. Money sound. So does Fireboy. Fireboy has his own sound, and I really do enjoy Fireboy's music a lot. He's a very, very strong artist. So yeah, that's Ecstasy. Moving on to the next song, that is Hell and Back. Hell and Back is about being with someone who takes advantage of your feelings for them, treats you anyhow, but then when you finally get the courage to leave, now they want to come back and they want to play with your heart. I really did like this song. I said it was an 8 out of 10. And I like this song because the lyrics were, I think the lyrics were really, really strong. I don't think the lyrics were in any way, shape, or form like cliche like other songs with a similar concept. So I put, yeah, great lyrics. Nothing felt cliche or cringe or derivative from other songs that have the same concept of like, going back and forth. It was a very strong, very solid song. hmm Yeah, is that like that song like that is very much Fireboy. Like that, it was just perfect. In my opinion, it was just very much perfect. Like there was not anything that was like, sorry, too like cliche, too cringe with the lyrics. Like the lyrics were just on point. They were very much on point. So yeah, great work to him on that. I said it was an 8 out of 10. Next song is Letting Go, featuring Loj. And this song's about realizing that to love them, you have to let them go because they're not for you, or vice versa. To love yourself is to let them go because they're not good enough for you. At least that's what I think the song was about. Loj's voice was perfect for the song. He is very good when it comes to like songs, like emotional songs like that. He has a very soft voice. I'm assuming it's a he. Please let it be he. Good, because I don't wanna like misgender anybody because you'd be surprised. Like Loj has some very very strong songs as well. Like like Mona Lisa. Oh yeah, why would I think he was the artist? I thought he was a woman when I first heard the song, but he has a very very nice soothing voice. It was perfect for this song. So yeah, Loj on this song was very much perfect. The vibe of the song, everything, it was just so on point. And I really, really did enjoy the song. So yeah, I gave that song a 7 out of 10. It was very quick, very short and simple. Nothing longer was needed, which I think was fine. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because it just wasn't like, it was a cute bop. It was a cute bop. 7 isn't terrible. Doesn't mean the song is bad. It's just on the scale. Yeah, it just lands at a 7. Right, moving on to the next song, we have Back and Forth, feeling. I keep saying feeling instead of featuring Lagbaja. So I believe this is the third single on the album. I'm looking at the what's it called, Spotify, and it says there's a video for it. So I'm guessing it's the third single from the album because it was Yawa, the first single. Every Day was the second, and then Back and Forth was the third one. And it was a cute song. It was a good song in my opinion. I did enjoy it. I rated it 8 out of 10. So we're gonna have to listen to it again so I can know exactly why. So I said the instrumental is such a bouncy vibe. Almost it's like wedding vibes. It was given Criteria by Olamide. But I personally didn't really like the feature. I think Fireboy would have been fine by himself, but I feel like a better and underrated feature. I feel like a better person and an underrated artist is, I don't really know how to pronounce his name properly, but it's Ogbonjaya. Ogbonjaya. I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce his name. That's a very complicated way of like yeah. But I feel like message in a hammer like him. I think like, he would have been perfect for this song. But also I said that the reason why I rated it 8 out of 10 is because Fireboy really really showed his vocal range on this song. He really showed his vocal range on this song. On this song, he really showed his vocal range. He showed how, like, I'm often surprised. I'm often surprised and perplexed about how well, like, he can sing. Like he has a very, very strong, healthy voice. He's transitioning from chest to head. It's like very, very, it's very fluent, it's very smooth. So yeah, I'm often like very much perplexed about like how does Fireboy end up doing that. But yeah, he's a very, very strong artist, and I think like he showed his vocal range on this song a lot. So we're gonna listen to it again just so I can get a little feel, little feel of the song. Hold on. Remember. Yeah, see, man said close to my heart like a pendant. I actually love that lyric. When I first listened to it, I was like, damn, like that's really, really cute. But yeah, it was giving very much like Criteria by Olamide vibes. And I really did love that song. You know, it was like wedding vibes. It's like I love you. Like let's get married type shit. So yeah. I rated it 8 out of 10, and he held his voice on that song. He held his voice, and I was like, damn. Like I wish like I can sing. I'm not gonna say I can't sing. Like come on now, let's. There's in between modesty and now you're just taking the piss. Okay, I can sing, but definitely not like that. You know that is the goal. He's very strong singer. The next song is Ready featuring John Batiste. I believe that's how you pronounce his surname. Um, he's a musical prodigy, first things first. John Batiste is a musical prodigy. He's worked with the likes of Stevie Wonder, he's worked with Lana Del Rey, he's worked with Willie Nelson, he's worked with who else has he worked with? He's worked with Ed Sheeran, I believe. Like he's a strong musical prodigy. Like everyone, like he's a composer. He just does so much. Like musically, he's so musically inclined, which I think is great. Oh, he's worked with Prince. He's worked with Prince. I've actually put a list of people that I remember. Yes, but I tried to do it off the top of my head, so it looks like I know what I'm talking about. But I do actually have a list. He's worked with Prince, Stevie Wonder, Willie Nelson, Ed Sheeran, Lana Del Rey, and now Fireboy can add his name to the list of many people that he's worked with, which I think is really, really cool. So yeah, I put here. Ready was actually it was a ballad. It was actually a ballad, piano ballad. It was completely different, but it was so perfect for Fireboy. And oh, what's another song that he's done like a ballad? Um, it was from Apollo. Um, there's a song. Oh, Dreamer. If you listen to Dreamer from his Apollo album, it was like a pop like ballad. Like it was just like if someone sang that in concert, I want him to sing that in concert with his voice now, because obviously people change when as they as they grow older, as they become more fluent in the business, they start to sing better. I would want him to sing Dreamer now. Like I know that would just be so wicked. So yeah, I said Ready by by John Batiste, 9 out of 10, completely different but so perfect for Fireboy. I would have preferred, not preferred, not preferred, either this song Ready or Isheolua. Those two songs would like either or they would be ideal to open up the album. Like they would have been ideal to open up the album. Both of them work perfectly as a starter track. The song's about being ready for the opportunity to love someone when it comes around. And also this song showcases the talent that is Fireboy and how incredibly versatile he is. And it's kind of iconic how he did actually like collaborate with John on this song, because obviously with John's credentials, it's like you can add yourself to that long line. So yeah, I say it was a 9 out of 10, very strong song, loved it, 8 down. Like I love a ballad. I love a ballad. Like ballads are just so like I love emotional songs. I love it. I love them so much. I love them so much. From Bali, from the ballad, we jumped straight into One Day Bop, right? One Day Bop, I believe it's a hats off to One Day Cole. I believe. Um, I think it was very, very. I think it was a solid song. Let me try and actually play it because I need to remember how it sounds. Yeah. Hold on. Let me not get too carried away. Let me not get too carried away. Yeah, One Day Bop is definitely a bop. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. It's definitely 9 out of 10. Like it just gives that like that vibe. It just gives that vibe. I believe this song should actually be a single. I would prefer this song to be a single over Back and Forth. However, Back and Forth is a strong song. I told you that I like his vocal range in that song. But One Day Bop, yeah, ate down. So I said one of my favorite songs from the record definitely could be considered for a single. Should be considered for a single, I believe. Um, I'm guessing it's a hats off to One Day Cole, which is really, really cool and respectful. And it's given like it's giving like Niger party vibes, right? But like modern day Niger party. Which by the way, can someone please like do a Niger party? Like someone needs to actually do like a Niger party. Like I want to go to a hall. I want to dress up. I want to like wear like native. We want to go and have a good time. Like all of this fake wedding stuff. Let's actually have a real wedding. Okay, and then rent out a hall. Someone needs to do something, or like not even like rent out a hall. Just do like an AP, like an AP, and like just play like bare like old school party song. Like come on now. But yeah, this is very cool. I would say this also reminds me of Jazzy Song by Ira Star, which I believe is a hats off to Don Jazzy from Ira. I think that was a very, very nice song. But I like that song because that song. It means him on the jungle. They want him when I shot what you know. You did hit it when the funny go wrong. And anything I make do. Everything I tip down now. They want him when I shot what you know. You did hit it when the funny go wrong. But the daddy song is on. Yeah, I really like that song. Like I really do like that song. And I think that this like One Day Bop is like I like this should definitely be like a second like the fourth single from this thing if he can like let's actually focus on pushing One Day Bop, and there's another song on there that I think would be really really solid. Also I said that someone should mix this song with, I don't know how to pronounce this, Swalaban, that yeah, someone should definitely like mix it with that, like do a remix with that, because this song would fit perfectly for that. If no one does it, I can do it. I have the tools. I'm just giving y'all suggestions, you know? The next song is Change Your Life. Immediately the bass catches you. Let's actually remind ourselves of the song that the bass just captures you. Yeah. Yeah. This is a strong song. I said it. I put 8 out of 10, but I think I'm gonna have to give it like an 8.5. I'm gonna give it 8.5. It's not like up to like it's just yeah. It's a strong song, but I wouldn't put it on the same pedestal as like One Day Bop. I wouldn't put it on the same pedestal as Call Me and Ready. Like it's a strong song. So I said immediately the bass captures you, and it's sort of like like the trumpet. I believe it's either a trumpet. I believe it's a trumpet. Yeah, I believe it's a trumpet. Like the whole thing just gives like kind of fella vibes, which everyone loves fella. If you like, yeah, there's just a certain like level of faji that comes with any sort of fella inspired, which is why I think Burna Boy has done so well and has gone so far. There's a certain level of faji that comes with his music, which everyone just loves. Just let go and let loose. But yeah, then I said this song would be perfect for a remix with a Latin artist, which I think would showcase Fireboy to the Latin community, or even Ashake would slide perfectly on a beat like this with ease. With ease. But yeah, I feel like this song would definitely be a strong song if you want to do a remix with like a Latin artist. But obviously, if you did a remix, that means you'd kind of push it as a single, and you can't just be just dropping. Yeah, you have to be very strategic with what you do. But this is all just suggestions. He doesn't have to do anything. I'm saying he's probably not even going to see this. Like, how is he going to see this? This is just me speaking. But yeah, I think this is really really cool. I think Fireboy is a very very strong artist, and I think he chooses his songs very very wisely. And the flow is just incredible. Like the flow from each song, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The next song then is Obasima, which is a song about enjoyment on to enjoyment to its finest, or enjoyment at its finest. His ability to flow also, his flow needs to be studied. Fireboy's flow needs to be studied. Like whenever Fireboy just starts singing, the melody, I don't know how he does it. Clearly, he has the musical mind for it. Because the way he just flows, he just flows, just flows, just flows. His flow is actually incredible. His melodies are like infectious, and you can't just help but to dance. You can't help it, but you must dance. You must let go. Yeah, it was a cute song. But I'm seeing here on Spotify it has 7 million streams. So I'm trying to see whether it was released as a single. Was it released as a single? Oh, it was. It was released as a single along with Outside. Okay, then. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, so it was released as a single. I said it was 8 out of 10. Um, it's a good song. It wasn't too memorable, but it was a good song though. From like when I hear it, it's just like just the like it's just enjoyment. Like his songs are very much a vibe. He has his own sound, and I really really appreciate that. Which kind of leads me from that song to the next. Let me see if I can play this transition. I don't know if you can hear this transition, but let me play the transition from um Obasima to what am I trying to say? From Obasima to Need Me, which is the next song afterwards. Let me just okay. Listen. Like the transition was almost seamless. It was almost seamless. Like the transition was so smooth, and I really really love songs and music where the transition is just like it just transitions so well. I love like Chloe does this really really well with her songs, and Ira started this on her album. The year 1021. I love when there's a transition between songs and it just like flows so well. But yeah, I say it's not the most memorable, and but I do believe it was needed for the transition from Obasima to Yawa, which is the next song that comes after Need Me. So yeah, the transition was great, but it wasn't really it was a bit, it wasn't too memorable. It was kind of forgetful, but it was needed to transition from Obasima to Yawa, because obviously Yawa's more upbeat. Which leads us to my favorite song on the entire project, Yawa. I love that song because the song's about how everyone has someone who like just talks about them. You just have someone who just talks about you for no reason. But it's like you can keep talking. I'm here making money. And the song's about letting them talk while you're just making bags. Like you're just enjoying your life. And they're just talking about you. Like as long as you're not defaming my character and as long as you're not stopping my money, keep talking. Like just keep talking. Like the lyrics was just so on point. Like Ojoojúmọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mi, like just you could just keep talking. Talk to the wall. Talk to the wall, because I'm not listening. I couldn't care less. Like I really did enjoy like the premise of this song. I think it was a very like it was a good single. He knows how to pick his singles. Like Fireboy knows how to pick his singles. He knows how to pick his singles. Also, his producer needs a raise. I put that down here. I said his producer needs a raise because like the beat is just perfect. Whoever's making the beats for him, sorry, like they know exactly what he needs. They know exactly how his flow should be. Like they know exactly what to do to make him like the beat complements his flow, complements his melody, it complements his it just complements him and overall. Like they don't clash. Like some artists will jump on a beat that doesn't complement them, because, oh, this beat is trending. Oh, this beat sounds good. Oh, a lot of artists will start doing I'm a piano because I'm a piano was blowing up. But like, you're not I'm a piano artist. Your voice isn't made for this. A lot of people do R&B because they're just like, I want to do R&B, but your voice belongs in pop. Your voice belongs in like R&B pop. Like, pop is where you belong. No shade, no money. No shade. Like, go, don't get me wrong. I love Norman, and I love dopamine. And I even want to do a video about dopamine. However, but go, that the general public loved you when you did pop. You know how what Motivation did. But you didn't want to do Motivation. You wanted to do R&B. But do you? Do you? Be who you are. Because if you don't like your art, baby, your art's never going to sell. People are going to see that. So, there's pros and cons for everything. But yeah, I said Yawa was just perfect, which leads us to the next song, Every Day. That's the second single, and that's my second favorite on the album. Like I said, he knows how to pick his singles. He picks his singles very, very well. And this is an actual love song. This is an actual love song. Like, this is an actual love song. Like, this is a song about marriage. This is a marriage song. This is a song that you hear at a wedding for sure. Like, this is like Criteria by Olamide. Like, this is a wedding song. Except that Criteria by Olamide was not exactly... Yeah, it was wedding vibes, but it wasn't about getting married. It wasn't about getting married, though, unfortunately. But yeah, I said I want my love and relationships to be the personification of this song. I do. I do. I do. I need that. I need that in my life. I feel like he does very, very well when it comes to like Afrobeat, like Afro jazz type beats. This was a very strong second single. Yeah, like I said, he knows how to pick it. Which leads us to the last song of the album, John's Interlude. So this is again with John Batiste. It was a nice closing. However, I don't think it was needed. Unfortunately, I don't think it was needed. I think it was in the wrong place on the track list. Either it was in the wrong place on the track list, or it shouldn't have been on the track list at all. Like, I feel like Every Day would have been a fine closing. But yeah, John's Interlude, I wasn't too keen about it because it wasn't like a short piano ballad. Maybe if I had some lyrics, it would have sat better with me. But it didn't have any lyrics. It was just a piano ballad, and it didn't really transition well after Every Day, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I said about that. And I unfortunately rated it a 5 out of 10. Every Day I rated a 10 out of 10. Like, there's no, like, yeah, I love that song. But yeah, John's Interlude I rated a 5 out of 10. It just didn't translate well to me personally. Like, it wasn't a good transition from Every Day. But overall, I would give this album a 9 out of 10. If we're gonna go for like the median, a lot of these songs were like 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. So you know what? I'm gonna be a real critique. I don't want to be one of those people just like, it's 10 out of 10. It was a 10 out of 10. Oh my god. When it, like, like, just because you really like an artist, like, let's actually be a critique here. Let's be a critique here. I don't know why I did this. Like, why is this the critique? Like, why did I turn stereotypically Italian? But anyway, I would give this album an 8 out of 10. Overall, 8 out of 10. The songs that were chosen were well chosen. They were well chosen, and the songs were consistent. The songs and the sound were consistent with one another. And even when he experimented and did a ballad, it still fitted so well. Like, the songs were just so well chosen. Apart from obviously the last song, John Interlude, which wasn't my favorite. But either way, it was a good, strong, solid album. The only thing I would change about this album, right? Get ready, hold on. The one thing I would change about this album, guys, it was the cover art. The cover art for me was what made me put off this album. Like, a lot of people don't see cover art as a big deal. I do. it represents what the song is. It represents what your album is. It sets the, like, people say don't judge a book by its cover, but babe, we judge a book by its cover. If I wasn't a fan of Fireboy, I probably would not have listened to the album because of the cover art. It was just giving Doja Cat out one music video. Yeah. It was giving Doja Cat out one music video. I wasn't too fond of it. If I was going to do something along those lines, I wouldn't have done All Black. All Black is just very, very scary. And I don't want to use this word because I don't feel like Fireboy is like that at all. But it was giving demonic. Like, I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying that the picture, it made me take a step back. It made me step back, sis. Like, I can't lie. Like, that's what put me off the album for so long. I only listened to the album because I was a fan, because I am a fan of Fireboy. And then I realized that the cover art had nothing, it didn't represent the songs on the album at all. And the cover art didn't represent the songs on the album at all. Like, I get it's art, but art will translate differently to some people. And like, I think it's very important that you as an artist realize that how important like cover art is, and how important it is to, like, you know, make sure that what the art on the front of your, like, what people see, that's what they're going to base the entire, even if they haven't listened to the entire thing, that's what they're going to base their opinions of your work on. Your art should represent, the cover art should represent what the album's about, you know? So, yeah, that's the only thing I would change. I would change the cover art. Maybe do like a white background if he wants to do an all black self, because the all black background, the all black, like, I definitely Photoshop to make him look a lot darker, in my opinion, maybe. Then the golden grill, no. Yeah, it looked like a little bit of an Orisha. I can't lie. But still, the album was great. And the reason I was so taken back by the album cover is because of Rema. Rema's album, I don't even know what the album is called. His recent album that he dropped, like, it was very, the tones of the album, of Rema's album, was very, very scary, very dark, very angry, very like jagun, like, it's just not that deep. It's just not that deep. So with this album, when I saw this album, I said, oh, what is going on here? Like, is this what we're doing now? Is this what like, why is everyone going dark all of a sudden? But it didn't represent the music on the album at all. So yeah, that would be my one critique. Maybe, like, don't do album art like that again, please. Please, Fireboy. But apart from that, guys, that's the end of this video. That's the end of the first episode of Talk. That's the first episode of Lights, Camera, Waffle. Thank you so much if you watched it this long, if you stayed all the way to the end here, I appreciate it very much. I don't know how well this video is going to do. I don't know how well this episode is going to do, but I've realized that I don't want to keep basing everything I do on, oh, I have to have results. Because even if this video gets like 20 views, that's 20 people who took their time out their day. Now, it's a different story when you guys don't watch it to the end, but still, 20 people took interest enough to watch this video to some point. So, you know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool still. But yeah, that's the end of the first episode. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my socials, they're in the link below. And also, pre-save my single, which is coming out in 3 weeks. My new single is called X More Times. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. I'm going to do a little bit more promo for that during the week. But yeah, that's the end of this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next one, whenever I do it. Deuces.